Hey, welcome to Friday morning. I just want to stop by and talk to you a little bit. There will be an evening video. So I have one at 7 o'clock every night, but on Wednesdays and Fridays, there's 2 of them. And that is only because I enjoy talking to all of you, and plus it helps keep my videos pretty much streamlined, and I don't have any dips in my view times. Normally on a Wednesday and Friday, people are busy. They don't have time to watch my videos. So I like to put one up in the morning. A lot of you have noticed something about me. I'm gonna talk just a little bit. This is just a very short video. It is not edited. In other words, there's no fancy intros, no fancy anything. I just turn the camera on, talk to all of you, and then, woo, I upload it to all of you. Okay, so give me a minute. I'm not going to edit anything out, so I have to make sure that I have the camera right. Okay. So a lot of you have been noticing something about me, and I really didn't mention anything about it, but I thought now maybe is a good time to talk about it. And some of you maybe have not noticed anything, and that's okay, because it came on just so easily. It seemed like each week it was looking a little bit different and a little bit different, and people have been talking about that I have lost weight. So we're going to sit down and talk about that in just a minute, because there is something to it, and I have lost weight. Now, I don't step on the scales. I'm not a big scale type person, but my clothes are a lot looser on me, and I am finding some clothes that I haven't worn since the first year of my YouTube channel, and that was a skirt. It's a blue skirt that you'll be seeing if you haven't yet. Anyhow, I haven't worn that since then, and it's loose on me now. So I am thinner today than I was at any point on my YouTube channel. It's so weird, because what happened was when I started my YouTube channel, I was thinner, and then I gained a lot of weight. I gained an extremely large amount of weight, and through the years, in 2019 and 2020, I look like twice the size that I am now. And then I had lost a little bit of weight. Different times I had lost weight, and now I'm thinner now than I pretty much ever was on my YouTube channel, by appearance wise. So what in the world has happened and why? I can't explain to you exactly. Well, I guess I can, because I can explain to you why. What happened was, back in January, I was really under a lot of pressure, and I told you about I went to the ER, and I had racing heart, and my blood pressure was high, and it was a lot of stress related. It was all stress related, to be honest with you. There was nothing wrong with me. And then I went on this whole thing of, reducing my stress. Well, what happened was, then we started doing the 800 a month challenge, and by not spending money meant I have to do a lot more physical work. And it's little subtle ways. So it's like, how do I explain that to you? Okay, well, I do things now that maybe I would have done as quick. In other words, I'm cooking from scratch more. Instead of going to the store and buying pickles, I'm canning pickles now and fermenting pickles now, which you're going to be seeing in the videos. And I'm harvesting potatoes. I'm harvesting things out of the garden. I'm cooking from scratch. I'm not eating the food that is so much processed. I still eat processed food. I'm doing this to save money. I'm not doing it necessarily for health reasons, but I still have my cheese that I like, and I still have the cream soups. But I'm doing a lot of outside work, and a lot of physical outside work, and saving the money and being more like the Amish. It's just a lot of physical work. And that has really made a difference. And also, I don't have time. I don't eat my emotions. There's been a big, one of the biggest things in my whole entire life off my shoulders. And that happened back in January. It just lifted me, lifted my spirits. It's something extremely personal, but something that was weighing me down for 9 years on YouTube, and it is gone off my shoulders, and I am so relieved to not have that stress anymore. And it's just showing in my face. I'm really happy in life, and you know, not everything is perfect. There's still some stresses in my life, but I don't handle stress anymore. I don't ruminate about things. I don't overthink things anymore. I don't take things to heart as much as I used to. I just am living my moment in my life how I need it to be. And I'm not worried about the stress of YouTube. I am not worried about people. I'm not worried about what's going to happen here, there, that. And I'm just gave it all. I gave it all up. And I have lost weight. So with losing weight, a lot of it can be stress, cortisone levels. My cortisone levels are less. I am through the menopause hard part of it. I still get the hot flashes all the time. I still have the menopausal moments. I still have the menopausal things, but I do breathing techniques, breathing exercises. I can get my blood pressure really low. I can get my pulse really low. I can actually determine how my pulse is going to be by my breathing techniques. I do a lot of breathing at night, techniques to de-stress, and it has really taken a change. Also, I want to share something with you. I've been eating a lot of peanuts at night, and that has protein in it, and that is a fat, but I've been losing weight. Now, this is just me. And what happens is, I looked it up, and they can be a diuretic, and they can actually help with a lot of, if you have a lot of fluid and things like that. I'm not a doctor or nurse. I'm just telling you what has been happening to me. And doctor said that's a good healthy fat, and I'm eating that for a snack. That's my snacks instead of cakes and cookies and pies and ice cream. That is my snack, and it's salt free. I'm not eating, you know, with any salt. And so there are things that I am doing, just little things that I'm doing, and it's making a huge difference in my life. So weight has never really been an issue with me. I'm never depressed if I'm heavier, or not as depressed if I'm lighter. Weight has never, I've never been a dieter. I don't diet, ever. I don't have no problems with weight. If I'm heavier and I'm healthier and I'm happy, I don't care what my weight is. I don't step on the scales. I don't look at my weight, but I have people that are emailing me, people that are talking about it, and people are just saying, what are you doing? Why did you lose weight? How did you lose weight? It's working. I'm just working. I'm just really active. And I take a lot of the stress-free cleansing breaths, and I do all kinds of things, which a lot of people will say is hocus pocus, but it works for me. And I just am noticing a big change. But the number one thing I can tell you for me with the weight loss is I'm not eating my emotions. I wasn't born a heavy child. I wasn't heavy as a child, and I was eating my emotions. So my emotions were calories for me. And when my emotions got healed of everything and anything, then all of a sudden the weight started falling off. For me, menopause was the opposite. For me, menopause made me lose weight. Now, I do have a little bit of a hyperactive thyroid, which is very unusual. It's not hypo, it's hyper. But my heart is great, and I'm not going on any medications. I don't need to at this moment, and I've never been on any thyroid medications, and I'm just learning how to deal with the own stresses in my life. So there you go, everyone. It's just a snapshot, and I wanted to answer that question to all of you because I really didn't say anything about it, and I wasn't going to say anything about it, but people notice when you watch me every single day, and they ask questions, and so it's all natural, just happy, healthy living, and being in my own element, enjoying my life here on YouTube, not worrying about the naysayers or anything like that, and not feeding it. I'm not feeding my emotions. I'm not substituting my emotions with food anymore. And it's been a wonderful trip.